Hi there, my name is Benny Hill. Let's talk about rhythm. Rhythm can be really complicated. It can be pretty simple. Depends on how you want to do it. It depends how much you want to learn in your musical knowledge. There's going to be math in this. I don't know if this math is correct. It should be logistically, logically, factorially. Beats. We should all know what beats are, okay? We measure beats in a minute as time, right? Blank beats per minute, okay? For example, the meter right now says 60, okay? Meaning that there's 60 beats in that minute. Meaning that there's 60 seconds, basically. This is what time is right here, 60. I've placed 4 beats in this, right? There's gonna be 4 counts every time. So meaning that 60 divided by 4 is 15. If I go to the 15 marker, which is, this is not 15, this is actually 14. So 15 is this entire thing, meaning that 15's here. Meaning if I switch to time here, it should say a minute. There we go, 1 minute. Are you confused yet? It's been 30 seconds, all right? Keep up with me. This is 60. This is what I would call your heart, okay? How do you make your music more interesting? Knowing rhythm. That's the end of the day, right? People completely miss the rhythm aspect, right? They try to get the coolest chords and they try to do the coolest things with the chords, you know? Like, don't get wrong, chords are cool, but dude, I mean, it sounds like a king is about to march into a castle here. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, rhythm is everything. Now, I have to explain this in the sense of drawing, right? Just to explain to you, okay? Now, we're not gonna get too complicated here. We're gonna keep it in 4 because I don't wanna get into that mess, all right? There's 4 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, these lines don't mean a beat. The beat is this entire thing, okay? This entire section. It's not the lines, it's the section. I'm pretty sure this entire thing, the 4, is a measure, okay? Now, this is where it gets complicated. This is where the math gets a little too integrated, okay? Right now, our beat is 60. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Example. All right, let's divide this in half, right? Boom, 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 and boom. Now we have 8 sections, right? We just divided every section in half, meaning that we have more sections. It's now 8. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do I need to draw this out? Let's draw this out. 8. 8 sections here, 8 sections. Let's put that in. This right here, doing this completely drastically changes the feel of the song. Remember, you have to think feel. If you keep thinking like numbers right here, if you go into life, into music and thinking numbers like this, I'm gonna be totally honest, I don't know how far you're gonna get. The numbers help you get to there or activate a feeling that you never felt before. But I'm telling you, man, you should feel it more. Don't feel it mathematically. Feel it with feelings. Let's divide that even more into 16. The rhythm, everything else right now is doing the beat, the actual beat. 1, 2, 3, 4 section. The hi-hat is in the 16. That's why we would say 16. You get it? Do you get it? Purple 16, the green is 8, and the yellow is the main 4. Let's get the snare in the 8. Not gonna lie, you can go up from this 4, right? You can have half notes, right? You have 1, and then you got 2. 2, and these are called half notes, right? It's so confusing with the words, I know. Let's change the piano into half notes. Actually, no, we'll get a bass. We'll get a bass to do a half note. The half note right now is the bass. The 8th notes are the snare. The 16th notes are the hi-hats. And the main groove, which are called the quarter notes because it's 4, the main groove is everything else. But right now, we already have an intro. by just using the mathematical rhythm system. By just doing that, we have an insane, tough intro. By just literally following the division patterns, the quarter, the half notes, the 16th notes, the 8th notes. We have an intro, a sick intro. So now, for example, if I go to like a Spanish guitar here, I can now play over this. Now, the soloing part is, some people can't do that. I'm saying. So that don't have to worry. But like, I'm saying, if you are, don't think too complicated in rhythm. This is already a good rhythm. Let's get to the more complicated stuff. So this is what I would say. I would call this, if I was a math teacher, dividing in perfect half. There's probably a better word for that. I don't know it right now. Let's undo everything. I've added 2 lines in the middle. Now, they're not equally spaced visually, but pretend they're equally spaced. Let's count the sections. In blue, 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. These are divided in 3. You have the same beat, the same tempo. It's still 60. You're still going to feel that dun, dun, dun. You're still going to feel that. There's nothing going to change that. But this, dividing it in 3, is going to feel so weird and so different that it's going to be interesting. Let's divide this in 3. You have the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you have 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So you have the original. This right now in the beginning is divided in perfect halves. And then here comes the 3. You have the instruments that are kind of based off of 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add that half. See how interesting your beat becomes? Let's move over to hip hop. So you have a hip hop beat, right? The classic generic hip hop beat with the 808, nice little click snare, okay? The most important part personally with hip hop, especially with modern hip hop, is the hi-hats, right? This is for my hip hop lovers. Being able to transition your beat, your hi-hat, into all the sectors that I talked about. Quarter, half, 8th, and 16th. 32 is crazy. It is so important, right? Let's go through them all. Quarter, 4, right? You're hitting 4 in the measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. now eighth, dividing that in half perfectly with 2 sections. So now you're playing 8 in the measure, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 16. I think I can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay? But let's do that 3. Let's do that 3. Ready? Now, if you're able to do that with your hands, listen to the beat and do a 3. Try to find the 3. Right now the beat is really divided in half, right? You can find this. Find the 3. Especially if you're able to do this, right? Go from a 16 to a 3. It gets even more complicated, by the way. Like with math, dividing things can be infinite. So with a 3, you can divide a 3 again. But it's complicated, you know what I'm saying? Like, now, you have your hi-hat. Being able to find rhythm, being able to divide beats will make your hi-hat more complicated, making your song more complex, but in a simple way. One, two, three, 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ah. Okay, I think you understand what I'm trying to say. That was about 10% of the knowledge. I could go full blown. For example, you don't actually have to have 4 beats. You know these, I kept talking about 4 sections, right? There's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Well, essentially you could do 3 sections, right? You can have a waltz. You can have 5 sections if you want. Heck, you can have 7, right? You can divide in 7, right? You can divide in 18. You can divide 37. You can divide anything. Anything. All right? Our brains are able to... Anything that's divided equally in parts, our brain is going to immediately understand that the math, the sound waves between the sound is equally distant. But yeah, that's rhythm. I guess part 1 or something. I have no idea. There's more stuff to go. I don't want to go too complicated. It already is too complicated. I'm already just rambling and yapping. So I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you trying to connect with this. I see what's happening. Have a great day. And subscribe, like, comment if you can. But yeah, thank you.